Hello, welcome to Did You Know? Teacher Jason here with DaDaABC, and this video is all about walking you through the pros and cons of working for DaDaABC. So I'm going to go through 3 pros and 3 cons. So let's kick it off. Let's start off with the pros. Number 1 is the platform, the teaching platform the DaDaABC uses, called DaDa class. It's essentially like sort of like Skype, but with a guided lesson plan there, and you know, it's awesome. You've got all your functions there. You've got like your pen to draw. You've got you can annotate the text, the teaching material, and the teaching material sometimes not amazing, but ultimately it's taken a lot of work away from the teacher. You know, you can just follow this guide. Sometimes it's like a children's story. You can follow that. It really does make the job feel a bit like a breeze. So yeah, the DaDa class, the platform, definitely a pro. Pro number 2 is the students. So you get your regular students, and that's great because like as the weeks go by, you start to build a bond with them, and you know, you get to see them progress. And I think I have about 10 regular students, and like with each one I have my own kind of like way of teaching them, because this sort of sense of humour develops, and yeah, it's great. Like the best thing in the world is like making your students laugh. If you can make them laugh, then you know that makes you feel good and makes the class just flow by. So yeah, the students are a big pro, DaDaABC. And pro number 3 is the community. So there's a Facebook group, and you know, if you ever got a problem, you can post on the Facebook group. There's mentors who frequent there, and yeah, it's just great to share like what you're up to. Like, you know, if ever there's a funny moment, like I saw one time there was one of this guy's students' parents, the dad was getting a massage from the mum in the background, and it's just, you know, it's just funny things like that you can just share. And you know, you don't, you know, it's easy to feel like you're all on your own when you're just in your room on this laptop teaching, but to know that everyone else is doing it makes it feel a little less weird. So you know, the community's great, and plus there's so many opportunities for bonuses that often come up on the Facebook group, where it's like, tell about your favourite student, or tell about your classroom setup. So yeah, the community's great, it's really good. So you've run out of pros, now it's on to the cons. So con number 1 of teaching for DaDaABC is trial classes. Now with trial classes, they're 14 minutes long, and they're with a student trialling the application. So a lot of the time they're quite low ability, and so you've got to be very animated, you've got to get your puppets out, you've got to, you know, really try hard, and sometimes when you have a lot of trial classes in a row, you could be doing the alphabet like several times in a row, and yeah, that gets a little tiresome after a while, so that's a bit of a con. Number 2 is reports. So after each class you have to write a report, and this report is basically what we did today, what you did well, what you can improve upon, and here's some homework. And it doesn't take that long, but these reports are unpaid. You don't get paid for this time. And when you work sort of every day or 5 days a week, like I do, it gets a bit tiresome every day writing, you know, the same thing, like this is what you should do well, just like. And if you have students like once or twice a week, most of the time they're not improving that much for you to constantly say, oh, you can improve upon this, because it's always the same. It's always like, oh, your pronunciation. So yeah, that's a bit of a con, I think. Yeah. So con number 3 is half pay for when a student doesn't turn up to class. So you only get your full pay of like your per hour rate if you are teaching. So when you're not teaching, like say if the student hasn't turned up or if they're late, then you get half pay, which is, is good, because in some ways you're sat around doing nothing and earning money for it. But essentially when you're losing money for something that's out of your control, that's always going to be a con. So those are the 3 pros, the 3 cons. I'm not going to leave the video on a sour note. DaDaABC is a great company to work for. I love being an online teacher. It's so much fun, and it does feel like the future of education. So if you want to be part of the future and you want to become part of the DaDaABC community, then there is a link below, and follow that link and apply. Become a DaDaABC teacher, just like me. Okay, this is Jason from DigiKnow and DaDaABC. Thank you very much. Bye bye.